As a website designer and just a general website user, there's a few key details that I see missing all the time from websites that are actually killing your conversion. So this is really barriers that you are creating on your website that you might not even realize that are preventing people from wanting to contact you. So I'm going to go through just 3 of the top things that I see. Listen through this, see if you're missing any of these details. They should be really easy fixes to include in your website. So the very first one, which sounds self-explanatory, is location details. If you are a service-based business and you are not immediately showing the location that your service is located, that you provide services at, if you're a travel photographer, that's great. Make sure you're sharing that on there. In social media and on your website, you need to show within the first screen of your website where you're located and where you provide service. So this is called above the fold in website terms. So I'm going to show you an example of this real quick. So this is one of my clients. They are a wedding venue in Kentucky. So as you can see, when you immediately go to their homepage, you can see Kentucky wedding venue listed. So this is before you're ever having to scroll on their website. And then of course, there's additional details that you can go into and learn more about. But having your location easily visible on your website without having to search through the contact page or look for an address. I see this all the time, even with restaurants or clothing boutiques or things where you really need people to have access to you in person. If you're not showing people where you're located, there is a very good possibility that they're going to click away and shop with someone else. The second thing that I see missing from websites all the time is photos of you. If you are a brand or a personal business, even if you just have a general social media page, you need to have yourself included on there. This is really going to help people like and know you and trust you and kind of have a face to put to the business before they're actually working with you. So this gives you a much higher probability of someone actually booking you from finding you online if they have a sense of who you are beforehand. Even if you are a product shop and you feel like having yourself in images is not necessary, having some sort of human component in the imagery on your website is really important. So this could be people interacting with the products. If you do framed prints, this could be someone's hands putting it up on the wall. Having that little touch of human connection is a really great addition to your website. So if you have not had updated branding photos in the last 6 months to a year to more than a year, this is your reminder to make sure you schedule those in the beginning of the year and get some updated photos for your website. So the last tip that I have for you is one of my biggest website pet peeves, and I run into it every single week, and it is not including your email on your contact page or anywhere on your website. So if you only have a contact form for people to reach out to you on your website, that is not sufficient for so many reasons. And it might actually be a barrier that's preventing people from reaching out and contacting you. So just having a contact page is probably a good chance that you are missing out on potential leads. There might be an overwhelming amount of questions, or you're asking for personal information like phone numbers or questions that they might not necessarily need to answer, or it might be a lead that's not actually meant for your contact form. So for example, if you are a vendor and you're reaching out to network with someone or ask them to join a podcast, or just have a general question about their service but aren't necessarily looking to book, that might be a reason that someone doesn't fill out your contact form. There's been so many times that I have searched out social media and websites and all I want is an email for someone or a contact number and I have not been able to find it. And then you just give up and move on to the next business. So don't let that be you. Make sure that your email is easily visible on the contact page or in the footer of your website. So those are 3 really simple ways that you can make sure that your website is up to date this year and including all of those key details that clients need to book you quickly. So having your location above the fold and your location listed on social media, having photos of you and personal branded images throughout your website, and having your email listed in your contact page. I hope that these tips were helpful for you, and if updating your website feels really overwhelming and daunting and you've been putting it off forever, please let me know. I'm offering a few VIP days this year, and we'll be offering maybe 4-hour time blocks or 6-hour time blocks where I'm able to go through your website. If you're a Showit website user, I can log in directly and make some of these changes for you so that you have a fresh approach and are ready to book clients in the new year. So please let me know if that's something you're interested in. My contact is in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video.